Well, I like to look at the lesson ahead of time to see which spots are the independent practice spots. And then if there is an area of the lesson where it says, like, let's chat, and there's kind of a conversation one, I like to actually spend more time on those ones so the student gets time to practice. And if I need to do any last corrections, I can do that. And so the areas of the lesson that I might be able to start to kind of speed up with are the ones where I'm just introducing their new sight word, or I'm uh, just having them read through the conjugation charts, because then I like to spend the time on where they can practice with me the guided practice, more time there, and then the most time spent on the independent practice, because that's where I feel like they really get the most out of the lesson. The other parts are really, really important, but they get the most out of the part where they get to do the hands-on, practice themselves, and then I'm there just in case I need to do any reteaching, or it helps me to see which areas I need to actually spend more time on. And then if I know the student really well, I might change it up. I have some students that really struggle with pronunciation, and then other areas they're perfect. And so I might just take a second and I quickly go through, I'm like, okay, let's practice. And I just write a bunch of short I vowel words on my board. We read through those together until I feel like they've got it, and then we can move on. But like I said, those students, I have to know them first to know that they are very good at math, or they're really good at understanding the grammar concepts, in which case they can just quickly complete those activities. If I'm concerned about finishing on time with a student who is struggling through some of the activities, there are some things I do to kind of start shaving off time here and there, just so that we can meet all of the objectives of the lesson. So one thing I do is, if I see that there are a lot of sentences to read, I might read some of them for the student, and they can be the ones to tell me which verb goes in the blank. But then I will be the one to read those sentences out loud to them. If I see an activity where there are a lot of different items they have to read or match, I might start to, if I see that I'm running out of time on this particular lesson, I might start to have them skip the last one or two of those, and that might shave off a little bit of time on that slide. As long as they've shown me that they can do it proficiently, they understand that lesson slide, I can just shave off the last one or the last two. And then if I find that it's going too quickly and I find that I might have too much time at the end, then I will take that opportunity to start to extend and get them practicing those target words and get them thinking of something they haven't uh, been introduced to in the lesson. Maybe some deeper thinking questions. Why do you think this is? Or how does that work? To start asking questions. But mainly that's what I will do, is I will start to um, keep it quick. And then transitions are also a way to shave off time. As soon as they finish one activity, I don't say anything during the transition to the next slide. I just start having them get started on the next one. I'll say, now read this sentence, or whatever I say, and there's no transition, and that can also shave down the time.
Sally, how do you spell 11? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Excellent. How do you spell 15? Hmm? Beautiful. How do you spell 12? Uh-huh.
12.
12. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Awesome, Sally. Very well done. Those are hard numbers.